Hey there everyone, it's Ravindra Devrani and I have come back with another video. Recently, I have completed a series on Angular. You can also check them out. So, today's topic is role-based authorization in .NET Core and I am using a .NET 6 Core project for this. So, let's get started and we will start with creating a new project. So, click here on a new project and select ASP.NET Core Web App, ASP.NET Core Web App Model View Controller and click Next. And here let's name it YT.NET 6 Identity and let's change its location. Projects, YT projects. Okay, let's click to the next and here nothing needed to be changed, so click create. So project has created now. Okay, now we will install some Nuget packages. So click here and manage Nuget packages and type here Microsoft.Entity Framework Core .SQL Server so install it and it will take a while. Click on accept and I think no, it's installing right now. Okay, it has installed now. Now we need to add one more package which is Microsoft.Entity Framework Core .tools. So let's install it. Okay, I accept it and it is installing. Let's wait and it also has installed. Now we need to install one more package which is Microsoft.ASP. This package Microsoft.ASP.NET Core .Identity Framework Core and install it. Okay, I am accepting it and it is installing now and it will take a while, so be patient. Okay, it has installed now. Okay, now all the packages has installed. Yeah, save. Now let's check is our project is working correctly or not. So let's start it. Okay, our project is working fine now and let's close it for now and now move to our code editor. Okay, let's create a connection string first. So here type connection strings and here it is the name of our connection string. Data source, it is an instance of our database, sorry, SQL server, and here initial catalog equals to, here we will type our database name. So let's type it YT.NET 6 identity and integrated security equals to true. Okay, here dot is the instance of our SQL server. Okay, now let's create some classes. So here I am gonna add a new folder which name is domain, and one more folder which is called DTO. Here we will define our DTO classes. So add a new class, database context class. So let's name it database context. Okay, but before that we are going to create one more class. It is called application user. Application user and click on add. It will inherit identity user and import this namespace here using Microsoft.ASP.NET Core, ASP.NET Core.identity, and add some fields here like name and string name and a string, it is a nullable string, profile picture. So we are going to add two more fields in our identity tables, which are name and profile pictures. Okay, here close it and write here identity db context application user, and define a constructor here. Right here db context options database context options base options, and I think it is done now. Okay, if you are familiar with ASP.NET Core 3.1, where we used to have a startup.cs class, but we don't have a startup.cs class in .NET 6 project, so we only have program.cs. So we will move to this class, and here we will write some code, we will define some configuration. So watch carefully. So first let's write some code for our database connectivity. Builder.services dot add db context, and here database context and right here builder dot configuration dot get connection string, and enter the name of our connection string, that is, so here we have defined con here, so use CONN here, and okay, we are good to go now. it is giving some errors. So let's see. Sorry, here we need to create an instance first, options, and options dot use SQL server, and here we need to define our connection string. Okay, and right here some configuration for identity. So builder dot services dot add identity application user not this, comma identity role, okay, dot add entity framework stores, and here database context dot add default token providers. So write one more line, builder dot services dot configure cookie application cookie, configure application cookie option dot login path equals to, here we will define our login path, which will be user authentication and login. Okay, now let's move here and write app dot use authentication, okay, and now let's close it. Now let's open the Nuget manager package manager console, and let's create a migration file, add migration init and press enter. Okay, it's building our project, and so it will take a while, so please be patient. Now migration has created, so write another command, update database, and now it will create our database. So till then till then let's open SQL server and see that database is created or not. Okay, here okay, our database has created successfully, and let's check it in SQL server. So here it is our database yt.net 6 identity, and here are all the tables which it has created, and let's close it for now. Okay, now we will create some DTO classes, and first one will be our status, and here prop string message and int status code. So close it and create another class which will be registration, and let's name it registration. String name, and email, username, password confirm, and the last one is role. Let's add some validation. Required, it will also required, it is also required, it is also required, and here email address, and here we will write compare not here, compare to the password. So the password confirm will be compared to the password, and right here we will add an regular expression. So it is our regular expression, and because in identity our password format should be like this, it have at least 6 characters, and it contains one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, and one special character and one digit. So let's close it and create another model which will be login model, and let's change its name to the registration model. Okay, and right here string username and password, login model, and right here required and required. Okay, now let's create some services first. So here we will add a folder, repositories, and 2 more folders. First one will be abstract, here we will define our service, and another will be its implementation. So implementation. Okay, so add a class here, user authentication service, and add an interface here. User authentication service, we will implement this interface here. Okay, and click on program.cs and write here builder.services.add scoped user authentication service, comma user authentication service. Okay, let's close it, and here let's define some methods. Task status login async, login model task status registration async, and registration model and task logout async. Okay, now right click here, quick actions and refactoring, and implement interface. So add here async and copy this async and paste it here and here. So let's define registration async first, where status equals to new status, okay, where user exists equals to await. Sorry, but we need to define some properties here. Private read only, sign in manager, application user, sign in manager, private read only, user manager, application user, and user manager. Private read only. The last one is role manager, identity user, role manager. Sorry, it's an identity role. Okay, let's write these thing here inside the constructor ctor, sign in manager, user manager, and role manager. this dot sign in manager equals to sign in manager, this dot role manager equal to role manager, this dot user manager equal to user manager, okay, and right here user await user manager dot find by name async, and it is asking username, so model dot username, okay, if user exists doesn't equal to null, it means our user is already exists, so we will return from here status dot status code equals to 0, status dot message equals to user already exists, return status, okay. Now create application user, application user equals to new application user, so here security stamp equal to GUID dot new GUID dot toString, name equals to model dot name, email equals to model dot email, username equals to model dot username, and email confirmed equal to true. We are confirming our email here right now, and let's see what is remained, name, email, username, and email confirmed. Okay, put a semicolon here. Now where result equal to await user manager dot create async, and it is asking user and password, model dot password, okay. If result succeeded, if result is not succeeded, then status dot status code equals to 0, status dot message equals to user creation failed, return status, okay. Now we will manage some roles here, so here role management, if await role manager dot role exist async, model dot role, then await role manager dot create async, new identity role model.role. If await role manager dot role exists async model dot role await user manager dot add to role async user comma model dot role. Okay, and here status dot status code equals to 1, status dot message equals to user has registered successfully and return status. Okay, right here await sign in manager dot sign out async. Okay, now let's move to the login async. So where status equal to new status where user equals to await user manager dot find by name async model dot username. If user equals to null, it means status dot status code equal to 0, status dot message equal to user does not exist. Let's rename it invalid user name. Return status. Let's copy it for future, and here we will match our password. So if await user manager dot check password async, and it is asking for application user, not change password. And what is the method name? Check password. I think it is check password async, and here it is asking for two arguments, application user and password. So our user is user and password is model dot password. So if we don't find it true, then we will return from here invalid password. Okay, username and password has checked. Now let's do some sign in process. So where sign in result equals to await sign in manager, comma password sign in async, user, comma model.password is persistent false and is lockout true. Okay, if sign in result not succeeded, then let's check it for succeeded first. If we had successfully signed in, then we will add our roles here. So where user roles equals to await sign in manager, await sign in manager dot get roles, sorry, it is user manager dot get roles async user. So here we will fetch our roles of that user. So where auth claims equals to new list claim here, and new claim types dot name user dot user name username. Here we have added a new claim which is name and it has a value username. So for each where user role in user roles here auth claims dot add new claim type role dot user role. Okay, new claim types dot role and user role, and copy it here, status code equal to 1 and logged in successfully, else if sign in result dot is locked out, then 0 status code will be 0 and message will be user locked out, else error on logging in. So here we have written our login async functionality. Now let's create a controller. So here we will add our new controller, which is login controller. Login controller, and add two more controllers. One will be our dashboard controller. So here dashboard controller, and another one will be admin controller. Admin controller. So let's add some views. Add a folder dashboard here, and add a new view, razor view empty. Display, and create another folder which will be admin folder. So here rename it to admin. Okay, so here is our dashboard controller. Let's create a method display here, and we already have created its view. So let's move to the view, and here welcome okay, and we can find our username, string username equal to user dot identity dot name welcome username. Okay, display, and we already have created a view for it also. So here, right here, welcome admin, and I am only accessible to the admin. Okay, so it is our authorized user, so it is our authorized controller. You cannot access it without login, and it is also an authorized user but with some role. So we will define some role here equals to admin. Okay, only admin can access this controller. Okay, let's close it for now. Okay, now move to the program.cs file and change it to let's rename it to user authentication controller. User authentication controller user authentication login, and same URL we have defined here, user authentication / login. Okay, fine, and here it is our login method, Let's add a view for it. Razor empty, razor view, and here view name login without model, use layout edge, and we are not using layout page for our login. Okay, it is taking a while. It is now scaffolding, and let's see when it will be completed. Okay, it has created now. Now let's move to the layout page. We are going to implement our own layout page. So here inside layout.cshtml, let's remove all these links and let's name it auth project, and here we will remove this code and all these code also. So here write these lines and move that render body to here. Div class equal to container render body. Here is our navigation bar, and here let's define some links. First one will be dashboard slash display, and its name will be dashboard, and this one will be dashboard slash user authentication slash logout, and let's see we have implemented logout functionality or not. Where has all code gone? Okay, we haven't written it yet. Sorry, I forgot. So again, it is admin controller, dashboard controller, user authentication controller, and its name will be user authentication controller. Okay, that's fine. So let's move back to the layout.cshtml file, and this link will be admin slash display admin page, and it will only be visible to the admin. So right here a condition, user dot is in role admin. Okay, and here we will find bootstrap 3 CDN, and let's copy it and paste it here. So let's remove this authorize attribute for now, and let's check how is our project working right now. Okay, and type here dashboard / display, and here it is working fine. Now where is our layout.cs HTML page, dashboard page, and it will be our logout. Okay, let's close it for now. Now add this authorize attribute here. Now let's create a authentication controller. So click here, user authentication controller. Here public async task ix and result login model if model state dot is not valid, then return view model, and type CTOR and double tap, and here I user authentication service, and right here private read only, copy it here, paste it here, and remove this underscore. This dot service equals to service. Okay, it's fine now. Right here http post. Okay, now here we will call where result equal to service dot login async model, and right here await if result dot status code equals to 1, then return redirect to action, display dashboard. So after a successful login, we will move to the display method of dashboard controller. Okay, else temp data dot msg equals to result dot message, and return redirect to action. Here name of login. Okay, now create a logout method which will be only hit by authorized user. Public async logout task logout service dot logout async and await. Okay, now add another action result registration, return view, async task, registration model, model here http post. Okay, if model state dot is not valid, then return view model where result equal to await service dot registration async model, and here let's create this user as user role as with user role, so its role will be user. If result temp data dot msg equals to result dot message, return redirect to action, name of registration. Okay, and now let's create a admin user. We will not give any link for creating admin user for the security purpose, so we will create a login. We will create a user with admin rights and it will be only one user. So right here public async task registration, and right here where model equals to new registration model and username equals to admin, name equals to mem equals to Maxwell, email equals to max@gmail.com, and password equals to admin@12345 hash, and role we have defined role here, so we do not need to define it now. Okay, and here return okay result I action result reg. Okay, let's call this method. Okay, now call that method user authentication /reg. Okay, let's see what happens. It is taking a while. Here status code 1 user has registered successfully, so close it for now and move back to our Visual Studio code editor. So we have created an admin user, and now we will comment that link, and we will never use that link again, because we will have in this project we will only have one admin user. Now write some functionality of login. So here move here and here. Okay, right here model and model, what is the project name, YT.NET 6 identity, models.DTO login model, and here we will add some styles. Style and here it is a style for our form. It is for our inputs like text or password, and it is a CSS for our button. It is for container, it is for a message div, and it is for error text. So here is our CSS file. Now div class equal to container. Okay, now form ASP action equals to login, and method equals to post. Here move that div inside the form. Now here label for ASP4 username, and it will be username, and here input type equals to text, ASP4 username, and here div class equal to MSG, and span. Here we will define a validation, ASP validation message for username. So it is our username controller, control. And now let's define password. So it will be password, copy it here, 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 and input type equals to password. Okay, now here we will display our error message. So if temp data MSG doesn't equals to null, div class equal to MSG div @temp data MSG. Okay, here input type equals to submit, and its value equals to login, and here we will write href equals to user authentication / registration not assigned, not a user, sign up, click here to sign up. Okay, let's see how is it working. So we are going to see it in the browser. Okay, CSS for this login button is not working, so let's move to the editor again, and here let's see button. It is a CSS for button, and we have defined input here, so let's change it to the button. And it will be login. So let's see what happens now. Okay, it's taking time. Okay, it is working fine, and here is one extra angular bracket. We have removed it now. Now let's check. The user name field is required, and here we need to use this class here. Class equals to ERR, and here class equal to ERR, and here span class equal to, no, we are not going to do it here. Okay, let's do it. Fine. Okay, let's build it again and check it again. Okay, so validation is working fine. Let's enter some random username and password, and let's see what happens. Invalid password, ABC, invalid username. Now let's type some correct credentials, which is admin, and password is capital A, small d, MIN @12345 hash. Okay, so we have logged in with our admin rights, dashboard, and log out. So now let's log out for now. Okay, so here we need to write return redirect to action login, and it will be also an action result type. So our login is working fine, but there is a problem in our layout page. Our admin link is not displaying there. So here okay, we have registered with role user. That was a big mistake. Now let's register with admin role, admin Maxwell's. Let's rename it to something else, name will be John Doe and email will be doe@gmail.com and password will be, and let's rename this to admin2, username admin1, name will be John Doe and password will be okay. Let's create it again. Okay, let's create it with this method, user authentication and reg. Okay, and user has registered successfully, so let's log in with those credentials. Login admin1 admin @12345 has, and here because we have logged in with admin, right, so our admin page is displaying right now, welcome admin page. Okay, and logout is also working fine. So now one last method we are going to create, which is sign up, which is not defined yet. So here let's comment this and create a new method, not method, new view, and that will be our sign up view. So add a view, razor view, and okay, click OK. Okay, now copy that bootstrap CSS link, paste it here. Now div class equals to container, div class equals to row, div class equals to call md6 form, and here model YT models DTO dot login registration model, ASP action equals to registration, method equals to post. Okay, div class equals to form group, and right here S3 registration form group, and label name, input type equals to text, class equals to form control, and ASP4 equals to name, and here span class equal to text danger ASP validation 4 equals to name. Okay, now let's copy it and here paste it right here. Username and username. Okay, let's write here email here email and here email also. Now here password, copy it, password and input type equals to password. Okay, copy this here, password confirm, and password confirm. Here we will write a message if temp data msg doesn't equals to null, then display it here, temp data msg @temp data msg. Now here button type equals to submit, class equal to btn primary and sign up, and a class equals to btn info, href equals to user authentication / login. Okay, let's check it in browser. So let's debug it and run it in browser. Okay, click here and it is our button is not displayed here. Let's see why. Oh, we have defined it inside a if block, so we have to run it again. Okay, and click here. Now it is working fine. So let's check all the validations. Username field is required, name field is required, password, yes, all the validation are working fine. So let's create a user here with name dev Ravindra and username Ravindra and email ravindra@gmail.com, password capital RAVINDRA @123. So our password should be at least 6 character long, and it must contain one capital letter, one small letter, and one digit, and one special character, and one special character also. So RAVINDRA @123. Let's sign up. User has registered successfully. So let's log in with these credentials. So it was Ravindra and Ravindra, that is 1 2 3. So here we have logged in with these rights, and here we have two links, dashboard and logout. Let's log out and let's log in with admin rights 345 hash, and here you can see the admin page, which is only accessible to the admin. So here log out and let's check it that is working fine or not. Dashboard / display. So here you are not accessible for this. Okay, so here is a problem. When we are going to this route, it is not coming back to the login page. So let's see what is happening here. Inside the program.cs, user authentication /login, and here is a spelling mistake, user authentication. Let's copy it from here and paste it here so that it will not mistaken again. Okay, let's check it. Okay, let's type here this. Yes, it is working fine now. We can only access those URLs when we are logged in. So admin capital ADMIN at 12345 hash, and let's log in with admin rights. So here admin rights are working fine, and let's log in with the user rights RAVINDRA capital RAVINDRA 123. Okay, here everything is working fine. So it was all about authentication and authorization. Okay guys, that's it for today, and if you find this video helpful, then please hit that like button. So see you soon.